When people hear the name Bruce Willis, they usually think of explosions, action movies, and the fearless hero who never gives up. But behind the Hollywood superstar was a little boy who struggled to speak, faced rejection after rejection, and spent years wondering if he would ever become somebody. Today, I want to share the incredible life journey of Bruce Willis, a story that proves that our greatest weaknesses can sometimes become our greatest strengths. Bruce Willis was born on March 19, 1955, in Idar-Oberstein, West Germany, where his father was serving in the U.S. military. When he was still a young child, his family moved back to New Jersey. Life wasn't glamorous. They weren't rich, and Bruce grew up in a hard-working family that believed nothing came easy. As a kid, Bruce faced a challenge that many people never knew about. He had a severe stutter. Speaking in class was terrifying, and every conversation felt like a battle. Kids can be cruel, and moments that should have been simple became painful. But something incredible happened whenever Bruce stepped onto a stage. While acting, his stutter disappeared. For the first time, he felt free. Acting didn't just become a hobby, it became a place where he discovered his confidence. After high school, Bruce worked ordinary jobs. He was a security guard, a truck driver, and later a bartender. Every day looked the same, but deep inside, he carried a dream that refused to disappear. Eventually, he packed up and moved to New York City with little money and no guarantees. He auditioned over and over again. Most of the time, the answer was no. Rejection became part of his daily life, but he kept showing up because he believed that one opportunity could change everything. That opportunity finally arrived in the mid-1980s when Bruce landed the lead role in the television series Moonlighting. The show became a massive success and introduced audiences to his unique mix of humor, confidence, and charm. Overnight, people knew his name. But Bruce wasn't satisfied with being known only as a television actor. He wanted more. Then came 1988. A movie called Die Hard changed everything. At the time, many people doubted he could carry a major action film. Critics questioned the casting, and some expected the movie to fail. But Bruce proved everyone wrong. His portrayal of John McClane wasn't about being an unbeatable superhero. He played an ordinary man who got scared, got hurt, made mistakes, and still found the courage to keep fighting. Audiences connected with that humanity, and Die Hard became one of the greatest action movies ever made. From that moment on, Bruce Willis became one of Hollywood's biggest stars. He went on to appear in unforgettable films like The Sixth Sense, Armageddon, Pulp Fiction, The Fifth Element, Looper, and many others. He showed that he could make people laugh, cry, and sit on the edge of their seats all at once. His career stretched across decades, inspiring millions of movie fans around the world. But success doesn't erase life's challenges. Bruce experienced career ups and downs, personal struggles, and the constant pressure that comes with fame. Some movies became huge hits, while others disappointed at the box office. Still, he never allowed failure to define him. Every setback became another reason to keep moving forward. One of the most beautiful chapters of his life was his devotion to family. Whether as a father or a husband, Bruce often spoke about how much his loved ones meant to him. Behind the tough action star image was a man who treasured quiet moments with the people closest to him. Then came heartbreaking news that shocked the world. In 2022, Bruce Willis announced he was stepping away from acting after being diagnosed with aphasia, a condition affecting language and communication. Later, his family shared that his diagnosis had progressed to frontotemporal dementia. For someone whose voice, expressions, and performances had inspired millions, it was an incredibly emotional moment. What happened next reminded everyone why Bruce Willis is so deeply loved. Fans from around the world sent messages of encouragement. Friends, fellow actors, and family members stood beside him with unwavering support. Instead of remembering only the action hero, people celebrated the man behind the movies, the father, the friend, the fighter, and the inspiration. When I look at Bruce Willis's journey, I don't just see a Hollywood legend. I see a boy who struggled to speak but found his voice through acting. I see a man who accepted rejection without giving up. I see someone who proved that courage isn't about never being afraid, it's about continuing even when life becomes incredibly difficult. His story reminds us that success isn't measured only by awards or blockbuster movies. It's measured by resilience, by the people whose lives you touch, and by the strength you show when life takes an unexpected turn. Bruce Willis taught the world that heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they wear determination, humility, and an unbreakable spirit. So if you're chasing a dream today and the road feels impossible, remember Bruce Willis. The little boy who once struggled to say a sentence grew into one of the most recognizable faces in cinematic history. His life is proof that your biggest obstacle doesn't have to become your ending. It can become the very reason the world remembers your name forever.